Welcome back, everybody. We are back.
We live, baby.
Back for the Week 7 recap. This is going on during Monday Night Football, as you can see. Couldn't really do it tomorrow, so we're knocking it out today. Friday, we'll go over the standings once all the games are final. But we're going to start first with a little recap of our gambling picks.
Not a good week for me, man. Not a good week for me. 1-5.
Yeah, Kyle 1-5, me 5-1, complete opposite of each other. First game is the only game we both lost. Is the Bucks and the Falcons. Kyle took under 37.5. That was a loss, and I took the Bucks minus 2.5, and that was a loss.
Well, I took the over in it.
Over.
It lost by 1.
Yeah. I don't know how that over did.
Yeah, Falcons fucking suck, man. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, and field goals aren't gonna get it. So I got fucked there.
No. Ritter had 3 picks last week, and he didn't throw any interceptions this week, but he had 3 fumbles in the red zone.
Yeah, just absolutely destroyed my chances.
Yeah, that's crazy. 3 fumbles in the red zone. Falcons could have won that game by 20 if they just didn't turn the ball over so much. And Baker Mayfield looked terrible.
Got the win.
Huh?
You got the win.
No, he didn't.
Oh yeah, he would.
Yeah, Baker. Yeah.
He should have got the win.
And I'd go ahead and almost put Todd Bowles in the same category as Dennis Allen.
Yeah, just good coordinator, not a good head coach.
I don't know how he still has a job. I mean, I know he won the Super Bowl with Brady and all that, so I guess he can ride that for a while. But I would probably go ahead and get rid of Tom Bowles, and they need to do the same thing we do, is just reset everything. All right, here's a game. The next game is a game we both won. It was the Colts-Browns, which was a fucking wild game. The Colts got screwed out of the win with 2 bad interference calls at the end of the game with a minute left. The Colts drove it all the way down the field. The Browns were driving down the field. The Browns got 2 interference calls, gave them 1st and goal. Browns scored, game's over. Me and Kyle both had Colts plus 3.5, which hit. And I also had the over 40.5, which may have been the easiest bet of all time. And the over hit at halftime. So that was the easy one.
Posted that win.
And Sean Watson just quit in the middle of the game, pretty much. I don't know what's going on with him.
He didn't get that rub and tiz though, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think a lot of people rely on him for fantasy reasons, but... And I have Gardner Minshew, who's just awesome to watch.
Minshew Mania is back. We even said that we had a feeling he would come back and do his thing, and he sure did. And, he secured my only bet of the fucking day. So, thanks, Gardner.
Yeah. Tell you what, I'd probably take him on the Saints right now.
Yeah.
At least he'd be fun.
Honestly, he'd be fun, but, dude, it doesn't matter if we had Jesus Christ himself. With Dennis Allen and fucking Pete Gay-Michael, we ain't... Nobody's safe. So, I don't think anybody would be successful with us, to be honest with you.
Also, is PJ Walker, good? Is he decent? He beat the 49ers last week, and then he comes in this week and brings the Browns back and wins.
He's got the heart of the locker room right now, and I don't know if Deshaun Watson's got that. So,
yeah, I don't know.
He could very well see himself in a starting role if he keeps this up next year.
Yeah, and Browns defense, even though they gave up 500 yards, still had 4 turnovers. And
it's the Myles Garrett factor, right? I mean, he's the best player in the defense on the defensive side of the football this year. I don't think anybody else is coming anywhere close to him right now.
He's a beast. He's unblockable. He's probably the best D lineman in the NFL right now. Him and T.J. Watt. But yeah, that was, if you were watching that game, that was a fun one, dude.
That was probably the best game of the week.
Yeah. All right, like I said, we both got a win on that, and I had the over as well. Next game, which I'm not going to say disappointed, but Chargers and Chiefs, the Chargers is disappointed. The Bolts, they suck. I think they're just a bad football team.
Yeah, their quarterback, he's got something wrong with his hand. He sucked. Eckler, non-existent. You know, just when you think they're gonna give the Chiefs some fits, they just lay an egg. So I got that bet wrong. I had them at plus 5.5, and they just couldn't get it done.
Kyle had the Chargers plus 5.5, and I had the Chiefs. I said they're going to cover one eventually, and they did.
Yeah,
But
I didn't get much right yesterday. So
Kelsey Mahomes, awesome. This is where you draft him for. One puts up 40, the other one puts up 39. I mean, of course, Doug's got Kelsey, but it was. I mean, Kelsey had double digit catches, 180 something yards, and a touchdown.
yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where, unfortunately for Dutt, he was going up against Patrick Mahomes this week, so it kind of leveled out the playing field, and we'll get into that matchup a little later, but, you know.
Also, would like to say I'm with Kyle. I'm fucking tired of seeing Taylor Swift on the
Oh
team.
man, did you see that
tired.
gay fucking handshake and then Patrick Mahomes' wife trying to get her little clout on, doing a little fucking shimmy? Like, get out of here. You know what's the best part? Taylor Swift is going on tour
Yeah, international.
internationally.
Gone.
No more Swifties. Thank fuck.
Happy to hear it.
Until the fucking Super Bowl.
It'll probably be playoffs. She'll come back.
Oh,
playoff
she'll
push.
come panty pudding her way into the fucking press box. Oh, I can't stand that fucking ratchet ass.
It's just a pain in the ass. Like,
It's like
the NFL's doing it for eyeballs.
force feeding it down our fucking throats.
They're trying to get the Swifties crowd, and I get it, but
I don't.
yeah, and like you said, Herbert's got something going on with his finger, but I'm pretty sure it's on his non-throwing hand.
Look, man, even on non-throwing hands, it's still a nuisance. You know?
Yeah. Because that touchdown in the second half, it was an awesome drawn play where Keenan Allen acted like he was going to block. They faked the screen.
Yeah.
And then Keenan Allen takes off, had him wide open in the end zone, a 10-yard lob, and he overthrew him by 2 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, and he had no pressure on him, nothing. It was, I mean, that would have changed the whole game. The Chargers would have tied it up 24-24, and then they didn't score for the rest of the game after that.
That was a dagger.
That was
The only bright side to that game is my boy Pacheco got himself a touchdown, which I really needed for my matchup. So.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with Herbert. If his finger's like that for another 2-3 weeks, he might not be worth starting. They do play the Bears next week, so that's a gift.
So if y'all have extra QBs on the roster there, old Mr. I want to get trade raped himself over here wants to, do a little dab. I told you I'd give you Colts defense for Devontae Smith. So
yeah, not that bad of a risk.
listen, just hear me out.
I need a little lube.
Okay, I mean I might be able to
Sweet.
throw in a little sweetener there.
We'll talk about it. Yeah, it was a bad game. I looked at it. I'd have been better off playing Derek Carr, Josh Dobbs.
Well, Derek Carr was like 4th in the league this
In
week.
passing.
Yeah, in passing. So.
You'd have never guessed it watching that first half.
Oh, yeah.
Not at all. So yeah. Chiefs cover one finally. Move on to the next game, which is probably the most shocking game of the week.
I fucking despise this game.
Lions, Ravens. I'm going to start off where I tried to explain my gambling mind for that one. How the line made 0 sense. The Lions probably should have been favored. It was weird they were underdogs. It's the only reason I bet the Ravens, because the Ravens have looked shitty. They're barely winning against bad teams. And the Ravens come out and beat them 38-6.
There's only one logical explanation on why what happened happened. Lamar fucking Jackson heard me bashing him. That's it. Point blank. Plain and simple. He heard me talking about him. He knows he fucked me last year, and he's like, let me just fuck him again.
Yeah.
And fucking no lube fucked me.
Yeah.
It's the only explanation. Man Campbell's got a team. They're going to be good.
That'll be fun. Look at their schedule. They have an easy schedule, too. They might peel off 6 in a row.
Yeah, no doubt.
But
Their
yeah,
division sucks too.
dude, everything the Ravens did worked. Like, Gus Edwards had a great game. Zay Flowers had a good game. Odell caught a few balls. Like, it was... The Lions' defense being that bad was the biggest shocker.
Yeah, that was painful to watch.
And we said, except for Cody, Lamar needs to show up, and he's got a championship team. Well, Lamar keeps playing close to that good. Cody's going to be tough to deal with.
Cody's already tough to deal with.
Yeah, right. But yeah, wild game. I mean, it was one of those games where you check the score. I didn't watch much of it, but check the
Red
score.
Zone never showed it.
Yeah, in the second half they didn't.
They didn't show it. It wasn't worth showing.
Yeah, but I mean, I looked up, checked the score. It was 21-0. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, blink of the eye. It was over before it began.
Oh,
yeah, they shouldn't have even came out.
Yeah.
Should have just chalked it off. Fucking saved the plane fare.
And Jared Goff, who's been good for fantasy and good in general this year, that was definitely his worst game of the season.
Yeah, it was just all in all bad outing for the Lions. And we'll see if they bounce back or if they continue to lay eggs.
Yeah, they'll bounce back. I got faith in the Lions. All right, and then next is just our locks from last week. Kyle had over 51.5. Dolphins and Eagles. The Dolphins pretty much let you down with that one. The Eagles did their part. The Dolphins just couldn't score.
Tyreek Hill dropping touchdowns.
He did drop one. He also had a really good game, but the Eagles defense shut him the fuck down.
Yeah.
They couldn't run the ball to save their lives. I know because Mostert didn't do shit for me. Even when they brought in the backup and Jeff Wilson, they couldn't do shit. I mean, the D-line dominated.
Eagles know what they're doing, man. They know what they're doing.
Yeah. Who's the rookie they got from Georgia? Sweat? Is that his name? The D tackle?
Yeah, Sweat.
Yeah, he's already playing like a Pro Bowl. Like,
Yeah,
he's fucking awesome.
he fell to them at 9, and I don't know how he fell.
Worth every bit of it.
Yeah.
The Eagles are, I don't know if they're back to being the juggernaut they were last year, but they're looking like another playoff push, maybe Super Bowl. You know, we'll see. Because the NFC is really not that strong. You got Eagles, Lions, and Niners, and after that, it's kind of nobody.
Yeah, you might get somebody hot at the end of the year.
Yeah.
For the most part, it's going to be those teams.
Maybe Seattle or somebody like that. You know. But it's those three teams in the NFC, and that's pretty much it. It's hard to make an argument for anybody else making the Super Bowl run in the NFC.
Not right now.
And another game, well, I didn't tell you about this one, but I do want to talk about the Bills losing to the Patriots. That's the Bills are another one of those teams that they just might not be good.
Look, I told Shannon this. Josh Allen is looking like a poor man's Brett Favre.
Yeah.
A poor man's Brett Favre.
That's a good way to put it.
More interceptions, less touchdowns.
Yeah, and the Bills defense, who a couple years ago was a great unit, letting Mac Jones, who put up 0 against the Saints, letting Mac Jones just go up and down the field and drop 30 on them at 29. And then at the end of the game, the Bills drop down, take the lead, and then Mac Jones has a minute and 40 seconds or whatever left, and Mac Jones just marches right down the field and throws a touchdown.
2-minute drill.
Jesus.
He felt the pressure, back against the wall, nothing to lose, and he delivered. So, hats off to the kid.
Yeah.
You know, any given Sunday.
Yeah. And then I told you the James Cook touchdown's coming because I'm playing Murray. James Cook went off. Murray did fucking nothing.
Yep. Another golden egg he gave Fila there.
Yep. And I didn't even bet Cook touchdown this week, so I can't get that guy right. I can't figure out when his good games are going to be and when his bad games. But that's it for the gambling segment at the beginning here. We're going to get into the couple of games that are final for our fantasy league for Heart of the Streets.
Week 7, baby.
Week 7.
In the books. Well, almost.
Almost in the books. I think Taylor just got what he needed from Addison.
Oh, shit.
Let me
Damn.
see. Yeah, Taylor's up half a point now.
Oh, cricket.
Addison touchdown. 3 for 35 and a touchdown. So unless he fumbles or fucks up or something, Taylor's taking that one.
Man, that's a big win for Taylor.
Okay, I guess we can talk about that game first.
Yeah, might as well since we're live and direct.
Yeah.
Game of the week that was.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Hey, man, it lived up to the hype.
Yeah.
It lived up to the hype.
Both teams put up over 130. Taylor might get some more out of Addison, but Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, I was gonna say fucking Cup
Well,
fucking
man.
cost cricket, dude.
Yeah.
He had what, 5 points?
6.
Yeah, tough, man.
If Kupp just has his normal week of 15 to 18 points, Cricket probably.
Dude, Cricket's bench went ham, bro.
Did it really? I didn't
Yeah,
know.
Cricket's bench went ham.
Downs, yeah. And he could have played Lawrence instead of Geno.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, both teams are going to be fine.
Taylor survived with Jordan Love at quarterback, dude.
Who,
I don't know how many weeks he can do that, though.
who scored? The offense scored 0 in the whole first half against
I
the
mean,
Broncos.
trash, bro. Absolute trash.
Yeah, that was awful. He squeaked it by, though. That's all he needed.
Jesus.
Dude,
Yeah, win's a win.
Yeah, great.
Sucks, Cricket.
Both these, most likely, both these teams will be in the playoff. I mean, I'd be shocked.
Maybe. I don't know, man.
I don't know. Cricket's going to be, what, 4-3 now? And Taylor be 5-2. So.
I mean, Taylor, it's a lot comfortable being 5-2 than 4-3. You know, you kind of separate yourself from the pack there.
You think 5-2, you're 4 wins away from the playoffs. And if you get 9 wins, you're in the playoffs 90% of the time. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're 5-2, or even Doug who's 5-1, hopefully he's about to be 5-2, but you're 4 wins away from the playoffs. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, good win for Taylor. Unless some kind of fucking miracle happens and Addison fumbles and gets hurt.
Addison would have to fumble, get hurt on his next play,
Yeah.
and it would have to be a run.
Yeah, because of
Because
completion.
if completion, it's a point.
And he'd still be winning.
I think he'd still be up. No, it might.
No, he would.
It might work. It might work out.
Yeah, but that's not gonna happen. We're talking a
It had to be
crazy
a
high.
catch behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's true for
like-
no yards.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
tough. Yeah, that's all
Yeah,
she wrote, Cricket.
yeah,
Next week, week 8.
Yep. All right. Next game, Kyle against the 3-time champ, Brett.
Battle of the trades, baby.
Yeah, battle of trades, and I think we have our winner. Since Eckler's been back, he had 5.5 points this week, and last week I don't think he broke double digits either.
Yeah, it's
He had 10 last week.
It's been
so.
tough sled, and I just want
Bad.
to tell Brett thank you for making that trade, bud.
So who'd you get? I know it was Brown for Eckler, but what else?
So I traded him Eckler, Zach Ertz, Amari Cooper, and Kareem Hunt.
Oh, he dropped.
To which he dropped Kareem Hunt, allowed me to pick him back up for free,
Oh,
and now Ford's out 1 or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So who's number 1?
Kareem's gonna be the guy.
Kareem, baby.
Dude, I didn't realize Kareem was a part.
Yeah, battle of the trades. Put it this way: Swift had a quiet 10.5, and that beat the total of both Eckler and Cooper this week. And then AJ had a monster game, 29.
He's a
points,
fucking
so.
stud, man. And I can't even say he's taking work away from Devontae Smith because
Look, he is a problem.
and he's a problem. But if I'm Jalen Hurts or the OC for the Eagles, why would I throw to Devontae Smith anyway? He dropped 2 passes this week. He dropped a couple last week, and
Yeah.
AJ Brown's just a dog, dude.
Look, man, I'm just saying, Colts defense.
Yeah. So Colts defense, I didn't catch
Hey, man, they put a solid 8 points. What did Devontae Smith put up?
8.
All right,
Yeah, same thing.
fair play.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Even trade, huh?
Yep.
Throwing
Even
it.
Stevens.
Throw in a good kicker, might be.
Okay, I can pick somebody up.
Yeah, but Kyle's Surge 2.0 might be on.
2 wins in a row,
Yeah.
baby. Gotta keep it going. Play
Two-
cricket next week, so
Oh,
it's gonna be
dude.
challenging.
2's a streak, you know. 2's a streak.
Two's a streak, and it's the first streak on the winning side I've had in 2 years. So, baby steps.
Hey, gotta start somewhere, man.
Thank fuck, Jesus.
All right.
So Brett goes down to 1 and
1
6.
Who would have thought that?
Dude, all I'm saying is the Zaps are building up.
It might be a battle between him and Jace.
Well, yeah, because after this week they'll both be 1 and 6.
Yeah.
So 6 Zaps
Yep.
so far and counting.
Yeah, that might get to 9 or 10.
It could. It could get more. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. I'd like to see both of them bounce back.
Yeah. 10's a lot. You're gonna
Look, dude, I had 11 losses last year. So,
11.
you know,
So is it, I don't remember, is it randomly throughout the draft or does everybody?
it's randomly by the winner. The winner holds the buzzer, and he gets to pick randomly throughout the draft until the draft's over.
Imagine if it was Taylor shocking Jace.
It could be. I mean, Taylor's squad's playing, but he better get a quarterback. That's all I gotta say.
All right. Well, speaking of Jace, next game Cody versus Jace.
Yeah, as predicted.
I literally wrote down here: Cody's team good, Jace team bad.
Yeah, that sums it up. You know.
I mean, it's not that Jace drafted a bad team or did anything wrong.
No, Jace just got hit with the famous injury bug that always plagues him. Except for last year, he was able to finally break through the barrier and make the playoffs.
Yeah.
He got awarded his plaque at draft day, so he can look at that the rest of the season and hopefully motivate him. Maybe rewatch the Jim Moore video.
Yeah, I mean, that is what motivated him.
Yeah, see.
Cody's team's a borderline juggernaut, and I don't know. He's gonna be a problem. Tell you, it's gonna be if everybody's injuries excluded here, but it's Cody, Taylor, and Cricket probably, and then Dust's team's gonna come back down there if it has to. It has to. It's the law of averages.
I don't know, man.
Adam Thielen is not going to be a
Doug
top
has
5
that-
wide receiver.
Doug has that horseshoe factor.
Yeah. Speaking of Dutt, next game, Trey and Dutt.
It ain't over yet.
This is one that's not over.
It ain't over yet.
But looking at it right now, with
Live update.
second quarter just started, Hockenson has 7.9, and San Francisco defense has 8. Ayuk has 5.5. Trey is projected 152 and Dutt projected 136. So Trey's up by 14 right now. So Dutt needs some production, maybe a pick 6 or something like that. Niners just missed a field goal. But yeah, so it looks like Trey should pull this out.
That's my kicker, sir.
Yeah, I don't know. You never know what could happen, but Trey should pull us out. Trey's best week by far. Trey might break 150, which would be crazy.
Oh boy, the Mahomes factor.
Dude, Mahomes,
40 points by Mahomes.
Jonathan Taylor with 20 plus,
Yeah,
and
he's
Edwards with
coming
20
on.
plus. Pickens had a decent day. And Jerry Jeudy broke double digits. Holy shit!
Yeah, Jerry
I didn't
Jeudy.
know that.
Finally, he showed up.
Yeah, wow.
Took him 2 weeks
Yeah.
after the Steve Smith bullshit to fucking
Oh
come
yeah,
alive.
he had to mentally recover from that. But yeah,
Body bag.
Mahomes is awesome. Kelsey's awesome. One of the biggest shocks for me is Najee Harris had like 60 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, he played really well in that game. Definitely good to see out of him. Because I was kind of questioning if he'd even be on a roster
Yeah.
next year.
Yeah, and both running backs, Warren and Harris, had a touchdown for the Steelers. And Hockenson just got another catch. So I don't know. It looks like Trey pulls this one out. Dutt finally loses. Well, another one. Hopefully, if he goes to 5-2, it'll be Taylor and Dutt at 5-2, and then everybody else just playing catch up, really. All right, next game is Clay and Matt. This is another one that's not over yet.
Worst game of the fucking week,
Yeah.
man. I mean, a real fucking toilet bowl
Yeah.
fucking matchup.
Looks
here.
like me and Feli's game, but a little bit worse. So it's about 50-50 right now. Clay's got Cousins and Madison going, and Matt's got Purdy going. And Purdy only has 62 yards passing, and that's it. The Vikings got the ball back right now. Cousins and them are driving. It's giving Clay the edge here. It wouldn't shock me if Clay pulled this one out, which that would bring Clay to what? What's Clay at?
Should be 4-3, I believe.
Yeah, that'll bring Clay to 4-3. Oh shit, I thought Clay was worse than that. Okay, yeah, 4-3. I mean, he gets Burrow and Chase back next week.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Yeah,
It's to be determined for that.
Yeah, it
It
might
didn't
be-
work out the first half of the season, but
It might be a bad thing.
I just gotta mention this. DJ Moore isn't him, bro.
I don't know.
He's only him when he plays me. He goes for fucking 50. But he plays everybody else with a little measly 13 here, maybe single digits. Against Kyle, 50.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Clay's got Feli next week, which
Feli's
there's no juggernaut.
Feli, poor guy. He's fighting and clawing, but that injury bug, man, really bit him.
Yeah, if Clay can sneak this one out and get a win against Fila next week, he'd be 5-3 and right in the mix. So, no.
What could be?
Maybe my preseason prediction will come through. Probably not.
Pump the brakes.
All right, well, last game is the egg on my face game. That's what I get for talking shit, saying that's already over because Ridley had one bad game.
Feel I heard the critics.
Yeah. And,
Feel I heard the critics and told his team, let's fucking go.
I tell you what, his team didn't really do shit, but mine did less shit.
Look, your team took a big shit.
Yeah.
Okay?
Herbert was fucking awful. I said this could be the week that he pops off. Fuck. He did the complete opposite. He threw 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown. He missed a wide open wide receiver. We talked about that earlier. I'm not saying it's his finger, but great quarterbacks have played through worse and have had great games. I know the Chiefs have a good defense and all, but you got to do better. You just have to do better. And my whole team had to do better. I had 10 points total from Mostert and Murray, which is fucking awful. And then if I lose this game, the only good thing to come out of it is Rice might be a good flex for me the rest of the way because
he certainly was your best player this week.
Yeah, Mahomes seems to like him a lot. It's the only reason I picked him up because he doesn't really have anybody else to throw the ball to besides Kelsey. So, but yeah, I jinxed myself. Two just bad teams, man.
The old GG came back and bit you in the ass.
I threw a GG in there too early in the match.
A few.
I thought, I had two GGs, and I text Feli on the side before I threw the second one.
Can somebody run the stats back on that?
If it's
2,
I think it's
3.
just 2.
I heard 4.
I
I heard 4.
You know what I went wrong is the second one. You do 1 GG, right? You can't do 2 and 3. 2 and 3.
I don't know. I
reverse
don't do the GG.
No, I'm just saying you're reversing your Grigri everywhere. The Grigri doesn't know where to go, and then it ends up back in your face, egg on your face, and that's what's gonna happen. I mean, Kittle's got I think 2 catches right now. He needs another 6 points, and Feli beats me. If that doesn't happen, then
National Tight End Week.
Yeah, no. Well, no. Last week was National Tight End Day.
Well, it was yesterday, but it rolls over to Monday night.
See, I don't know.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know.
It definitely does.
We'll find out.
You can't leave out one of the better tight ends in the league on National Tight End Day.
Yeah.
You got 2 of the best tight ends playing tonight, and they're not gonna get celebrated.
Hawkinson's eating right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Kittle, let me see what Kittle has right now.
I don't know, but
Kittle has.
Feel I might squeak it out, man.
Kittle's got 1
Good for you, dude.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Kittle's got 1 for 10 yards. Feli needs 8.5 points right now to beat me. So
Touchdown catch and it's done.
That's literally a touchdown catch and it's over. Metcalf ended up not playing, which might have been a blessing because Metcalf, he had put up 17 all year and I ended up putting Rice in and he puts up 17.
Metcalf gave you Rice, so
if I go down to 3 and 4, it's going to be a fucking hill to climb to get into the playoffs. I'm going to have to roll off 3 wins in a row to get back in the conversation.
yeah, the Sharks are going to be circling the wagon.
Yeah.
That is Sean.
Trade, man.
He's waiting, y'all. He's waiting to trade.
I'll listen to all offers. I might deny some, but I will listen to all offers. Smith's on the table, Mostert's on the table, and Herbert's on the table. Nobody's gonna really want Herbert because he's hurt and all, but
Shit, Taylor might.
no.
I'm just saying.
No.
Herbert, Jordan Love.
Those 3 players on the trade block. Okay. Anybody just send me offers. If they're embarrassing, I won't even blast you in the group if they're embarrassing. Okay?
Unless you're Dut, then I'll blast
Yeah,
you.
Dud, I have to blast you. I'm listening to all offers, and I'm kind of spiraling right now, so I need to do something. So take advantage of me at my weakest, when I'm panicking, and then you might get a good trade out of it.
We sure will.
Yeah.
We sure will.
All right, so that's all the games this week. I said we were gonna do a couple little bets. Let's look at Thursday Night Football real quick, just because we're not gonna have a show before that, because the next show will probably be
Friday or Saturday?
I got forced on overtime Friday and Saturday, so if we do it, are you off Friday?
Yeah.
Okay, so it'd have to be like during the day Friday,
Okay.
like in the afternoon or something.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll do it Friday. But I don't even know who's playing Thursday Night Football. Let's see.
It's probably a fucking shit game.
pull it up real quick. You'll get like immediate raw reaction because I haven't looked at the line or anything. But we'll throw a bet out there for Thursday Night Football just for shits and giggles, just to keep the record going. So Kyle I think you're only 1-4, Kyle. Yeah, Kyle's 1-4. I'm 5-1 because I added that over. And locks, I'm 1-0. Kyle's 0-1.
Bucks versus Bills.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Bucks versus Bills. It is in Buffalo. Buffalo's minus 8.5 according to Caesar
Really?
Sportsbook.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Over under 42.
Okay. My immediate reaction to that is the over. Because the Bills have to bounce back. The Bills might put up 42 by themselves. If they bounce back. I mean, they could just be bad.
Dude, this is another game. It's just you can't really make a heads or tails of it.
The Bills' defense isn't that good either.
They're not, but the Bucs' offense is kind of, I don't know.
So is the Patriots. The Patriots put up 30.
Yeah, I think I'm with you there. I think I'm going over, and
8.5 is a lot.
8.5 is a lot. Bucs traveling, coming off that emotional divisional game. You know what? I'm going Bucs plus 8.5. So mark me over and Bucs plus 8.5.
All right. I'm gonna go over 42.5, and I'm gonna go James Cook anytime touchdown.
James Cook.
Back-to-back
anytime
weeks he's scoring a touchdown.
Are you gonna play him?
I don't have to. I have Murray.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Somebody bench Cook though. I think Cody bench Cook.
Look, there you go. You might be able to trade him.
I've sent him a couple offers for
Give
Cook.
him a little
and he won't.
booster for Cook action.
I did it was Mostert, Smith, and somebody else for Cook, and one of his wide receivers. I forget who it was. And I sent him a couple different ones. He shot it.
Cody ain't gonna touch his team, dude.
No,
he's got the
team's
depth. He's got everything. He ain't gonna give people weapons unless an injury happens. He ain't doing it.
Yeah, and I can't blame him for that.
Yeah, he's got a squad, man. He really drafted well, and he did a couple of early pickups, and yeah, it's the real deal. He's gonna be a problem for people. So
Yeah, I don't blame him. I don't blame him for not trading.
yeah, no doubt. Well, one last thing before we end this. Don't forget to send your punishments for next year. I don't have many, so send them my way. Any league rule changes that y'all may want. Yeah, we hear you. We hear the loud minority. Fuck. Hell. Anyway, any league changes? I got a couple of submissions from some people, but just remember to send those in, so that way I can get those together, and then we can determine what we're gonna do for that. I think the general consensus for the draft is we're gonna do a 1 year at home, 1 year on site. We can vote that in as a thing, but I think the general consensus was do a year at somebody's house and then do a year like we did in Biloxi. I think everybody had fun on that trip.
It was like a 3-day hangover.
I think it went really well. I think everybody was pretty pleased. At least I hope so. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. So
I would only request we do it somewhere in the AC next year in Biloxi, because that fucking cabana was boiling.
yeah,
fuck.
the cabana. Yeah, well, you live and you learn. You know, it doesn't have to be Biloxi. It can be. We can venture off, but you know, we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, week 7 in the books. Next time we see you, we'll be looking at week 8, and it's getting closer and closer to playoff time.
Yeah. You know what's sad? The next week, well, we're 2 weeks away from football season, the regular season being halfway over.
Yeah, it's depressing. It's
Yeah,
going by too fast, as it always does. But
Oh, next
enjoy it while
Monday.
we can.
Next Monday is the sports equinox, where you have football, basketball, hockey, and baseball all going on one night. Like it only happens a few days a year.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bet on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a hockey over, Whoever's in the World Series, I'll pick a winner. I'll bet the Monday Night Football game, and then whatever for.
You know, we're gonna have to do the Equinox parlay.
Ooh, I like that.
Equinox parlay income.
Come up with an Equinox parlay. I like that.
All right, cool. All right, fellas, that's the Fools With It pod. Later.
Later. GG's.